Hello everyone, welcoming you to this session to discuss the concept of printers. So I think in this unit we have discussed about the input devices, the CRT cathode ray tube, the functionality of the CRT, and then we also discussed about the scanning procedures where we have discussed two methods, raster scan method, random scan method. As a continuation of this portions in the last unit, we are just now going to see about the printers. So printers, we all know it is going to be one of the important output device apart from the visual display unit which we have discussed in the previous session. Printers, coming to printers, they are most commonly used as a popularly output devices. So whenever we want to take printout, we will just first refer to the display, and if you want to have it as a hard copy, we will always take a printout in the printer. So the printers are helpful for us to provide a permanent readable output. So we can keep it in the file and we can have it as a future reference. It's going to be a permanent output, and they produce a printed output of the results. Not only the results, we can also take the printout of the programs and the data, and it is also referred as a hard copy. Usually, whatever we get, we store it in the hard disk as a file. We call that as a soft copy. And the same soft copy, if you are able to take a printout in a paper, it will be referred as a hard copy. And now coming to the printer speed, it is always referred or measured in terms of ppm, which means number of pages per minute. So how many pages a printer can print in a given time period. So that's what going to be identified as the print speed. And coming to the resolution of the printer, like how we have discussed resolution for the visual display unit, we also have resolution to be measured for this printer, which is usually measured in dots per inch. So if more in a given inch area, if more number of dots are there, then the quality of the printout, the resolution is going to be high, and the quality of the printed text or character will be enriched. So it helps to increase the resolution of the printer. Now coming to the types of printers, we are going to classify the printers into two categories based on the technology what we are going to use. Okay, so one is called as the impact printer, another one is called as a non-impact printer. So what we mean by impact printer? So we have the print head and we have the paper. If the printhead is going to touch or if it is going to give an impact on the paper, and thereby if it is able to produce a printout, it is going to make use of this impact technology. Whereas in the case of non-impact, there is no the head will not come and touch the paper. So there is a technology which can transfer the information onto the paper by means of this carbon ink or any printed printing ribbon, some sort of thing. Okay, so this is impact means the printhead has to touch the paper. Non-impact means there is no requirement for the touching. So we will just see the general classification of the printer as seen in this diagram. We have a printer, one is called as impact printer, then non-impact printer. Coming to this impact printer, it is again classified in two categories. One is the character printer, another one is the line printer. So in the character printer, the printer is going to print out the output in the form of character by character. Whereas in the line printer, the printer output will be identified as one line. So the printer will be able to generate one line output at the same instant. Usually, the line printer will be faster when compared to the character printer. So coming to this character printer, again we have further classification. One is called as a daisy wheel printer, another one is called as a dot matrix printer. The daisy wheel printer, as the name implies, the printing heads, the print fonts will be positioned in the form of a daisy wheel, and since it appears the printing heads are in the form of a daisy wheel, it is usually referred as a daisy wheel printer. The next category is going to be the dot matrix printer, where we have the dots arranged in the form of the matrix of rows and columns, and whatever is a dot that has to be highlighted to print an image. So that will be identified, and that dot matrix printer will project those dots alone from the head to give an impact on the paper. So we have daisy wheel printer, dot matrix printer under the head of character printer, which comes into the category of impact. So the next category under the impact printer is going to be the line printer, where it is going to print one line at a given time, and usually it is noted for its speed. And in line printer we have two classifications. One is called as a drum printer, another is called as a chain printer. As the name implies, the drum printer, it will be having a print drum where the fonts will be embedded on the drum, and when it is going to touch on the paper or when it is going to be rotated on the paper, it is able to transfer the printing information with an impact. And the next one is a chain printer where the printed assembly is going to be arranged in the form of a chain, and as and when the chain revolves and rotates and it comes in contact with the paper, it will be able to transfer the whole image. So all these categories will come under the category of impact. And coming to non-impact printer, we have laser printer, inkjet printer, and thermal printer. So all these printers don't have the concept of getting an impact on the paper. By using the laser technology or by using the inkjet technology or by using the heat energy, we will be able to transfer whatever we want to print on the paper. So this diagram helps you to identify the classification of the printers, and now we will just see one by one. Coming to this impact printer, they use electromechanical mechanisms. What we mean by electromechanical, so these printers will contain electronic components and also mechanical components. So mechanical components are always meant for movement, and electronic components, they are going to be the electronic devices which is going to be used to store the energy, and so it is going to be a combination of electronic and a mechanical component, and hence it is called as electromechanical printers. And in these type of printers, as I already told, the printing head will always touch the paper. Only by touching the paper, the impression will be transferred, and we will be able to generate the print. And this mechanism will use hammers or pins. So we will be having a sort of hammers or pins which is going to strike on the ribbon, and this ribbon will in turn will be touching the paper to transfer the text or the image which are to be printed. And as we seen in the diagram, the impact printers classified as character printers and line printers. And coming to the character printers, they are able to print single character at a time. Only one character at a time they'll be able to print. And because of this, they are going to be low speed. And of course, the print speed, the range of the speed, printing speed for these character printers are going to be formulated as 10 to 600 characters per second. So in 1 second, these printers will be able to print 10 to 600 characters. So based on our requirement, we can choose any type of printer, whatever we want. And coming to this character printers types, again we have further classification based on the printed assembly. So the first one is called as a daisy wheel printer. The next one is the dot matrix printer. So coming to this daisy wheel printer, I think if you just see the diagram, it will be more clear to you. Each of this line is going to be a print head, and this is arranged in the form of a daisy wheel. So that's what we call as a daisy wheel printer. And it is also well known for its letter quality printer. Okay, it is a letter quality printer, and here the printers are going to be arranged in the print wheel, and each font will in general it will look like a daisy wheel. If you just observe this diagram, it is going to have a shape of a daisy wheel, so only this printer is called as a daisy wheel printer. And each petal or the hammer of the daisy wheel will have one character embodied on it, and it will be raised. It will be raised and it will be made to project, and it will be touching the paper to transfer the printout. And we will be having a motor assembly on this wheel, and this motor assembly is helping the wheel to rotate. And why we are rotating the wheel? Because to position the appropriate font or the appropriate head in exact x and y coordinate. So we will be having the motor which is spinning the wheel arrangement in order to rotate and provide the appropriate font to the desired place. So when the desired character spins to the correct position, then the print hammer will strike on it so that it will be able to produce the output. And coming to the speed of these printers, it is going to range from 10 to 75 characters per second. As we already discussed, the character printers are going to be of low speed. And the noise levels of the printers are usually high because we have the mechanical movement, and every time the head has to strike on the paper. So whenever it is striking on the paper, obviously there will be a noise, and so it is going to be noted for its noise, and it's usually a drawback. And these printers are most commonly used in electronic typewriters. So this type of printers only will be having on the electronic typewriters. So the next the advantages of daisy wheel printer, it can print letter quality characters, because when you frame the font on the head of the daisy wheel assembly properly, then you will be able to generate the text with the proper quality. So usually this printer is noted for its fine quality output. And coming to the disadvantages of daisy wheel printer, obviously the speed is going to be very slow, as it has to rotate the wheel every time, position the head to the desired location, and then project the hammer so that it will make an impact on the paper, and then only it will be able to transfer the printout. So obviously the speed is going to be very low, And since it is going to involve the movement of motors and the head assembly, it may be creating noise. So it is always going to be a big drawback. And then it cannot print any graphics character because we are just going to generate the printout only with the help of the appropriate font. So if it is going to be arranged in the dot matrix pattern, we can print out any images, but still we have everything as a font. So whatever we can produce it as a font, that only can be printed. So it is not suitable for printing the graphics. And of course, it is going to be a costlier option compared to the other choices. Then in the character printer, we have the second category called as a dot matrix printer, where we already told the printing characters are going to be arranged or identified as pattern of dots, which is arranged in the form of a matrix. So usually we have the print head, which is made up of matrix of tiny needles, and you will have some rows and columns. Whenever we say matrix, it should have some standard rows and columns. So we have 9 rows and 7 columns, and that is going to be having 9 pins arranged with 7 pins in each row. So totally 7 into 9 pins are made available in the matrix format. So by just eliminating these points, we are able to shape the heads of each character. The shapes of each characters are formed by the tiny dots, and the printing quality of the dot matrix printer is inferior to the daisy wheel printer because we can just simply change the printing format by identifying the appropriate dots in the pixel, which is not possible in the case of the daisy wheel printer. And here the printing speed of the dot matrix printer will range from 40 to 600 characters per second, and the dot matrix printers are very less expensive than the daisy wheel printer. Coming to the advantages of dot matrix printer, it uses continuous paper rather than requiring individual sheet. So we will be feeding the sheet in a speed form and the feed form, and the sheets are going to be fed one by one, page by page, and it need to be fed in a continuous fashion. And the dot matrix printer, of course, it is notable for its speed and also it is cheap. When compared to the previous daisy wheel printer, it is going to be faster and also it is going to be cheaper. So the dot matrix printer can print charts and graphics. So there is no restriction as we had seen in the previous case. Only a typical set of characters will be printed. Whatever the fonts we have embraced or engraved in the print head, that alone will be printed. Whereas in the case of dot matrix printer, by highlighting or by projecting the appropriate dots in a matrix, we will be able to generate any type of text or any type of graphics. So all these are going to be claimed to be the advantages of dot matrix printer. And coming to the disadvantages of dot matrix printer, these dot matrix printers are also a little bit noisy as compared to daisy wheel printer. Whenever we have the head movement and whenever the head is going to strike on the paper, whenever there is going to be an impact, obviously the noise will be there, so we cannot rule out it. So this is going to be a drawback for the noise is going to be a drawback for the dot matrix printer, and also it cannot produce the printing of high quality. So that is also to be noted down. So we have just discussed about the types of printers. We have just given an intro, and we have discussed what is an impact printer, non-impact printer, and in the impact printer category, we have seen character printer and line printer. And in this character printer, we have a daisy wheel arrangement of heads and that daisy wheel printer, how it is going to operate. And also we have discussed about the dot matrix printer. So coming to the categories classification, I think we have completed one classification under the impact printer, and the remaining classification yet to be discussed is the one which comes under the category of line printer, which is nothing but the drum printer and chain printer. So the rest of the printing technologies we will discuss that in the next session. Thank you.